Hey guys!
Hey guys,
Welcome to A and B Conversations.
finally, I know you guys have been waiting for us to get this together, and we've been working out the kinks.
Right. So today's topic is why men feel that they are the prize and women are not.
Now, some men may not feel like that, but from a recent conversation I just had with an older man, he told us the real. He said he wasn't going to
What do you
sugarcoat
feel like
anything.
was the real?
And you know what? I feel like it's the real as well. And I will get into that on why I feel like it's the real. So basically, he said he will never put a woman on a pedestal. She has to earn that privilege. He also went on to say that men are the prize and women are not the prize. And I said, if it wasn't for a woman, you wouldn't be here. Life is on this earth because of women. How dare you ever feel that that we're not the prize? Okay, so let's get in on this topic.
I mean, I feel like you and your man should be equally yoked. I understand that. I feel like there should be some comparisons in the relationship, but as far as them being the prize, I have a problem with that because I feel like everyone should work for their status in a relationship.
Hello.
A relationship, I understand it's not always going to be 50-50, even though everyone would like to feel that way. But at the same time, I feel like women should be at least 90.
Okay, so what do you mean by 50-50?
Well, I mean...
50-50 as far as financially, or 50-50, like what do you mean?
No, I mean 50-50 as far as... 50-50 as far as equally yoked, meaning, we all should have something to bring to the table. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I feel like a woman is more nurturing. We give more love. Those are things that men feel like a woman should do no matter what, and a woman should be able to do no matter what. So that's why I feel like we should be able to be put on a little bit of a pedestal because men expect more of us.
Absolutely, I agree.
And if we didn't do some of the things that they felt like we should do, then it would be a problem.
Exactly.
But then when we want them to do something for us, and we feel like these are some of the things that a man should do, then it's a problem.
Exactly. And we get a lot of, why do you only want a man that got money? Or you're a gold digger? Or no. That's not how it is at all.
Right.
Why would you not want to date someone who has something to offer you? Not money. We're not dating men that have money because, he can give me some of his money. No, I need motivation. I need a businessman in my life that's going to motivate me to get up and be a businesswoman. I want to look at my man every day and think, wow, this is an amazing man. Of course I want a man that got big goals. I don't want a man that works at Walmart. I'm sorry. Call it what it is. I just don't want that. I just feel like we are not the same mentally. Somebody who... Now, if you're working at Walmart, but you're doing other things to get out of that.
Aspirations.
Not even goals. You're working towards your goals, not having goals. Having goals means nothing.
Action.
Absolutely. So you don't have to have money, but you definitely have to be a hustler. If you think for 1 second I'm going to be a hustler and you're not going to be a hustler, no.
I mean, and granted, I do feel like women should motivate their men as well. We're going to definitely motivate you. We're going to motivate you in a different way. I don't have a man, but when I do have a man, I want to make sure he feels appreciated. Make sure he feels like he's a king. Make sure he feels like his woman got his back. His woman is going to make sure she holds it down for him. But at the same time, I want that in return. So that's why I feel like as far as aspirations, words of affirmations, things like that. If that's your love language, that's mine. That one of those things should be equally yoked. But I also want a man that's going to make sure that he take care of his woman. I feel like we shouldn't have to ask for everything that we want, and I think it's kind of crazy that men feel like we need to ask all the time. for something that we want. Like, why can't you just
give it to us? Because we do that. No, honestly, women do that. When we are in love, like, even when we're in we just want to make a man feel good. Like, we want to show you, like, look what I did, babe. Like, I cooked dinner, I did this, and most of you don't even deserve that. Yeah, there may be a small thing, but I heard that you're not supposed to treat a boyfriend like a husband, because what does he have to look forward to, right? So cooking a meal is a big thing. You may think it's small, but it is not. So if you got a lady that's at home cooking and cleaning and washing your dirty drawers, then you need to, if you for 1 second don't think that woman deserves to be put on the highest pedestal, then you are absolutely insane. What do you think about that? Like, do you think that the man should be put on a pedestal and the woman should be, because I took that as he was saying the man is on this pedestal, and then the woman is kind of just there, kind of just hoping for some attention, like pleading at his knees. That's visually what I thought when he said like a woman will never be put on a pedestal, she has to earn that right. I just pictured this man looking down on a woman like, what you gonna do next? Show me another trick, and it just made me feel like I'm not that woman. I'm such a strong woman that I can't. Will I work towards love? Absolutely. But will I feel like I'm fighting for your love and attention? Absolutely not.
I feel like it's a difference between putting a woman on a pedestal and then a woman having to earn respect from her man.
Exactly.
I feel like maybe he was more on the respect side, not necessarily on put your woman on a pedestal side. I definitely disagree with what he said. You know, I want to make sure my man is treated correctly. I want to make sure he's treated with fairness and kindness and treated like he's the man of the house.
Right.
But I also want to be treated like I'm the woman of the house.
Right.
Meaning I'm the one that's going to, if all else fails, I'm going to make sure things get taken care of. Things are done.
Right.
You know, things that he's not going to necessarily, may not even remember.
Right.
You know, and on the other side, he knows his duties. But as a woman, I'm going to know my duties. And the biggest thing of all is that we procreate. Ain't no man bearing no children and doing all of that. Without us, human existence,
it would be at all times zero. It would be at all times zero.
Dwindling. There ain't gonna be no little baby boys that y'all want. Y'all ain't gonna have them sons, you know.
Like, I just think that it's incredibly amazing, not in a good way, how a man could fix his mouth to downplay a woman. Everything about a woman should be worshipped. Not saying that everything about a man is not beautiful as well, but everything about a good woman should be worshipped. I mean, just the thought of a good woman just makes me want to cry. Like, women are so strong. We put up with so much, and we get treated so poorly. Like, we get treated so poorly. It's terrible. I don't understand. Like, when I go into a situation and I'm dating a guy and the guy's a little arrogant, it kind of, wait, I lost my train of thought, so you can take over.
So well, I guess basically
you can, I guess,
a guy, if he feels some type of way, if he feels like, I'm the man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I just deserve this and this and this and that. I mean, by all means, feel the way you feel as a man. I want you to be a little bit cocky, but at the same time, I want you to treat me like, okay, like this is a woman that is supposed to be respected at the same time. Not too cocky to where you feel like your shit don't stink. Like, you know, I don't like that type of feeling. And I feel like a lot of men give that type. And then we as women, you know, sometimes we do be trying to prove ourselves like, okay, well, maybe, you know,
this,
yeah,
this
he'll
way,
come
maybe
he'll show something, you know what I mean?
It's not fair.
I
don't think it's fair. See, me, I'm so I don't want to say that I'm anti-man, but I'm just anti-bullshit, 100%. Once I feel like a man is giving me bullshit, I'm done. I'd rather be single for 1,000,000 years than hurt for fucking 10 years. Like, seriously, I just find so much happiness in being in solitude and being with my daughter. I just rather be by myself. I've actually found that I'm happier by myself. Not saying that I obviously won't meet this great guy and he will complete me, but just thinking about what I've been through with men, I'm so much happier when I'm by myself and I run my life.
I think we do. I think sometimes when we've been hurt or we hear these things that we've heard, like about this conversation about, you know, this
Women
particular
not being put on a pedestal.
man, yeah,
it scares me away from dating.
Yeah,
that scares me away.
I, you know, maybe all men are not like that. You know, all men are not like that. Okay,
a lot of men are like that.
A lot of men are, but there are some men that aren't, and maybe we just don't attract those type of men because we're not attracted to those type of men.
No, let's be real. Okay, but we open our minds and we date outside of the box.
We do date outside the box, and you know, I just feel like sometimes just what we like because we're attracted to a certain type of man, they're not willing sometimes.
They're hoes because they're cute. They're fine.
To change their way of thinking. Remember that book we was just reading about what you're willing and unwilling to do?
What book?
Go Unfuck Yourself.
Unfuck Yourself.
Yeah. And you know how they were talking about the willingness, you're willing to do something and you're unwilling to do something, you know what I mean? I just feel like sometimes, you know, a man feels like they're unwilling to treat or to put their woman on a pedestal because they feel like they might be downplaying themselves, you know what I'm saying? But what they're unwilling to do is to give it that opportunity to say, well, maybe she's not that way.
You know,
maybe I can give her a chance.
I think that men, just like women, are scared to waste their time. They feel like, I really like this girl a lot. But let's just say I put in all this time and all this effort and she turns out to be a hoe. Or it just don't work out. Men are so different with their feelings. I've learned from like asking men questions and just watching them. It's hard to come by an I love you when it comes to a man. It's hard to come by. It's hard to come by an I like you. Men are so like just hard when it comes to shit like that. And I don't know. I just feel like I need to start writing this shit down so I don't like lose my train of thought.
But it's okay. Like, you know, let's just see, what do you guys think? I mean, we need some feedback here. I mean, you know, ladies, do you feel like, have you had a man that said that he felt like, you know, you shouldn't be on a pedestal? I mean, men, have you told a woman that?
They're not going to say it that way, though.
Well, you don't have to say it that way, but maybe you felt that way, you know? I mean, but what are your thoughts on that topic? You know, we know someone who said they felt like they wouldn't put their woman on a pedestal.
Okay. But all men, from what I've gathered from him saying that, I started to think. And I'm like, hey, I had a conversation with somebody recently, and the reason why we don't talk anymore is because he basically told me, hey, you're going to have to prove yourself to me. And I tell him, if you don't see what kind of woman I am and we've been talking for 3 months, I don't have to prove myself to you at all. You have to prove yourself to me just as much as I have to prove myself to you.
This is true.
It goes both ways. And if you think that I'm going to put in more effort than you have to because you are the superior is what you feel, you have another thing coming. I'm never going to beg for anybody to be in my life. And I'm never going to feel like, well, I have to do this for him to be in my life. It's just a low feeling that I would never accept. I just can't. So with that being said, I guess I'm going to go gay, guys.
Well, let us know what you think.